I know a good medicine. It's called salt to the face. Ah! There we go. That should sort him right out. Let's watch him. Fire cleanses illness. That's what we've learned from watching various things on the television. And there he goes. Down in the... Well, we'll need to clear away that body. Luckily we don't, because it's Minecraft and it's done. But anyway, let's hope our things have cooked up now. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got 3. There's definitely another cicada there. Ah! God! No! Oh, that swig of tea made me feel a lot better about it, though. Right, come on, last bloomin' processor assembly. Come on, you bloomin' bloomer. Man, we are doing really well for uranium, aren't we? We've got more. Oh, brilliant, we have. Is there any more yellow cake going through? No, we've used all the yellow cake now. But, I mean, wow! I'm very pleased with that. At any rate, right now, let's just grab that there. Fan-dabby dozy. Let's put these away. And now we should be able to finish the craft, if I am not very much mistaken. Oh, no, we just need the crafting benches in there. Brilliant. 1, 2... Oh, do they stack? They do. 3, 4. That's a good thing about the ME stuff. Everything stacks, which is fantastissimo. Right, now, pattern providers need to go in here, in any order, as I said, so you can mix and match whatever you want. As long as you've got at least one crafting CPU, the rest can be pattern providers. But I don't know why you wouldn't go at least half and half, seeing as the pattern providers, at least in my opinion, are the more tricky to make. But anyway... There we go. That then should be made. There it is. Fantastic. Look at this beautiful thing now. So if we right-click on it, we've got 4 pages, and each one of these pages can hold a drive. So we'll just quickly encode the other 2 drives, then we can put it in once we've got... Where's our cable gone? Did we put the cable away? Cable, where art thou? Cable. Ah, we got 6 bits. That should do the job nicely. Hopefully it'll connect now, otherwise I'm going to eat my words. There we go, it's connected. I believe it can connect anywhere, but that should be good. Now, if we just grab a bit of smooth stone to aid the aesthetics, we don't really want to see as... I like to... Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, a little bit slow, isn't it? A little bit slow. Right, anyway, so there we go there. That's fantastic. Right, so that is all well and lovely. As I said, this doesn't, I think, need power. It just needs to be connected to this, which obviously needs power. So whether it draws power from this directly, I don't know, but it's working, and that's all we need to care about. Now, we just need to grab our blank patterns. In actual fact, let's just grab all the patterns, shall we? Let's get rid of these, get rid of that, get rid of that. We don't need that either. So we got our encoded pattern. That was for wool already, and then we got our blank pattern as well. So what we can do is we can put that in there, and you see that comes up as what it's going to make, which is 6 copper wire. And then if we go here and type in copper wire, we should now see this. And what we can do here is we can click on this, and then we can tell the system to craft however many copper wires. So if we were to tell it to craft 64 and then begin, see, look, it's made 66, which was as close as it could get to 64, but isn't that good? And what this will do, this will automatically do it if a recipe further down the line requires copper wire. So if we do it for the motors and the electromagnets, then everything will be making it for everything, if that makes sense. So with one click of a button, we can just make it and make it and make it until our heart's content. Of course, we do need to keep it up to date with ingredients. I know the things that this recipe requires that aren't basically unlimited for us is the wool and the steel. So we do need to check that from time to time just to make sure it's still going. Obviously, those sheep are going to be freezing to death. I don't think they've had a coat for ages. Anyway, let's go and encode those other 2 patterns. Now, a quick way to get the recipe is just to do the old shift-click trick. Let's go to motor first. That's something we're going to need. Motor, if we shift-click it, and then we can just drag all the ingredients out, which should be quite an easy thing to do. That way we don't have to type them all in. Okie dokie. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I have just thought of maybe something that will happen. Oh, no. I thought maybe if we'd asked it to have 64, it would keep topping it up, but it doesn't. That would be silly if it did, because it would be a very huge waste of things if we'd asked it to make 2,000 electromagnets and then it still carried on making them. Anyway, so now it was just the electromagnets left, wasn't it? Which we can't do because we haven't got a motor yet. So let's go and put these guys in for the motor. I believe the steel was in the 4 sides, like that. The wire was there. You don't actually need to give it the ingredients, which is good. And then we will just put the blank thing in there and encode that. That is another pattern encoded. Then we'll actually have to go and make the thing here, so we can use the motor to encode the electromagnet getting made. There we go. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. A spot of iron there. Motor, beautiful. And then we just need to take that bit of iron as well. So if we then go back to the encoder... Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's get rid of all that. Thank you very much indeed. Let's put the blank encoder in there now. crack on with a load of this around the side, bit of iron, and then the motor in the middle, and then that is encoded to make 2 electromagnets. Fantastic. Obviously, we're using the iron recipe instead of the copper recipe because we've got a lot more iron. So, if we just get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of them, beautiful, 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 and put these in the system, in there and in there, they come up as so. So, I mean, look, we've got so many recipes that we can do here, but we'll just do the ones that we actually need for the minute. So, if I was to type in electromagnet, I've got 108. I've got 484, and if I were to just take them, oh, I'm pressing control. Not if I were to just take all of these out, you'll see it looks a lot less in your inventory than it does on a calculator, doesn't it? I mean, or as a number, that's 484. It's not even a line of my inventory. But now, for some reason, it doesn't come up as a craft if you've already got some, which is a bit weird. But anyway, so let's tell it to make. We need about another 1,500, don't we? So if we tell it to make 1,500, it's obviously not going to get there, but it will get there as quickly as it can. So if we tell that to begin, it's making them, and then we should see motors getting made, copper wires getting made. If we just look at our copper wire, it's going down, and then when it gets to 0, we should see some copper get out as more's getting made. See, look, there it is. Copper's coming out. And then, obviously, the motor thing will be doing the same thing. Oh, although it has now stopped. Have we run out of something else? Motors? The motor's cracking on correctly. Oh, no, the motors don't seem to be doing anything. Have we got the right things to craft that? Have we lost? Oh, for goodness sake. Right, what have we not got now? Now, let's get all of these back away. Let's get all of them put away. Okay, so I think we're missing something in the motor. Tell it to make 64. Yeah, okay, the motor's missing some ingredient, is it? Oh, it's not going to be copper wire, is it? Or it might be copper wire, actually. I don't know. This should work. All right, let's just tell it to make a load, because we're going to need a load. Okay, so that's working. So now the motor should then start motoring. Hopefully that was the thing we were missing, otherwise I might have to go and cook up more steel. No, the motor's got something wrong with it. What's wrong with the motor? What don't we have that we needed for the motor? I thought we had everything we needed. Unfortunately, it appears that we don't. Iron? What? What happened to all the iron? Where did... What? Oh, okay, I think I used a lot of iron. Well, you see how it worked. It worked for that split second, and then we ran out of iron, which is unfortunate. But, well, you've got the... Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought we had loads of iron. Do you see how expensive this dratted recipe is? It's going to be so worth it once we get the antimatter. Right, okay, have we got any iron in here? Oh, we do have some iron in here. Okay, right, well, let's get that going on. We might have to turn the quarry back on as well, I think. Come on, iron. Actually, I'm going to take some of this iron, get it into the other sides as well. Man, I feel quite embarrassed, actually. I thought we had loads of iron. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, so that's why it had stopped working. At least that's a good reason for it to stop working, because we ran out of blooming iron. It's a terrible reason, as a matter of fact, but at least it's rectifiable. Yeah, we're probably going to need to turn this quarry back on. My goodness me, I think I'm going to have to do a lot of off-camera just waiting for quarries to happen. So let's just put that back to 3. And then that should be working. Oh, yeah, oh my goodness, yeah, that's given a little bit of a hit to the FPS. That obviously is what's causing it. So we should see stuff coming through here very shortly. Or am I going to have to go and reload the chunk? I'm not sure. Oh, no, there it is. It's working. Fantastic. Well, that's an absolute... Sorry, guys. I thought we'd see a resounding success there. You saw it did work for a second. So basically, when we tell it to make 10 electromagnets, if it needs motors... Oh, my goodness, Accelerator, watch out! Oh, my goodness, he's been flung everywhere. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So, I don't know why I'm running this way. Oh, goodness me. Do you reckon he's all right? Accelerator, you okay, buddy? Why is he going for creepers? Anyway, I thought we said that was a thing that we weren't going to do, was run at creepers with blooming wrenches. Get out of here, you shotgun midget, you blooming midget man. And this... Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm half dead. I'm half dead. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I need me some pork chops. There we go. Right, so there's another creeper there. Oh, my goodness me. There we go. There's not a problem. Not a problem. Accelerator's over there. He must have lived. Accelerator, you want to be careful, man. Bloomin' it. You can't go around punching creepers with your bloomin' wrench. Be careful, buddy. Anyway, right. So, we should see this working now when more iron gets put in. Let's type that in. Got 4 bits of iron there, and it's staying at 4. Electromagnets, we should see these going up. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So you can see it going up very slowly now. If we had an abundance of iron, which I thought we did have, then we could get that going. I'm really sorry. I thought we had loads of iron. I thought we had loads. I guess making the electron... Well, I suppose it is 8 bits for 2, and... Oh, my goodness. I could have sworn we had loads. I could have sworn we had loads. Iron. How can you run out of iron, man? Is everything down here still working? Yeah, everything down there's still working. How the hell could we have run out of iron? That's ridiculous. Oh, that was such a... I thought that video was going reasonably well until this point. We had lots of everything, and then suddenly the base thing, the thing that I thought, okay, well, the one ingredient we don't need to worry about is iron, so we've got loads of iron. And then it turns out that's actually the one thing that we haven't got any of. Oh, well, we've got some coming in now. Going a bit slowly, unfortunately. This could be a fade to black in a minute, guys, and a fade, refade when we've got more iron. But you can see it working, it's just we can't see it in all of its glory, because electromagnets... Okay, so 48, so it is going up ever so slowly. Let's have a look at the copper wire, shall we? Oh my goodness, what's going on there? I don't know. But, okay, motor. Ah, damn it, this was going to be brilliant. So, see, motors are getting made and being used and stuff. It's just extremely slow. Oh my goodness, we're on the wrong page there. And then, so it works. It works. It's an auto-crafter. We don't ever have to look at the recipe for electromagnets again. We just have to make sure it's filled up with all the ingredients that it requires, which, oh my goodness. I made sure we had steel. I made sure we had wool, iron. Of course it's iron that we forget. Right, well, what I'm going to do for the rest of the video, or, well, I don't know how this may have been split up into 2 episodes. I'm not quite sure. But I think we should take what electromagnets we have. In actual fact, let's just take them all. And at least begin to set up the Hadron Collider. So let's just take all these out. Oh, I always take that little bit of electron ingot as well. So we should see that be crafting. It's going so slowly, it should be quick, but because of the iron issue, it unfortunately isn't. Iron, see, it needs to be 9. There needs to be 9 bits of iron for it to work. Go on, iron, get a few more bits in your belly. I'm so sorry, guys. But you see how it works. Yeah, I hate that I have to tell you how it works. I thought I'd be able to show you. But of all the things to blooming this out on is iron. But basically, we tell it to make, say, 100 electromagnets. It looks at the recipes. It goes, okay, well, we got all these things that we don't need a motor. But luckily, David's already told us how to make a motor. And we have the ingredients to make a motor. So if we just make a motor, then we can then go on and make the electro ingots in electromagnets that he wants. So that's how it works. So we don't need to think about making any more wires, any more motors, any more electromagnets, as long as the ingredients are there for it to do. See if we've got any more in there now. See, so it's made 6. It would be quicker if there were the blooming ingredients coming in properly, but unfortunately there isn't now. But we do have about 500 on us, so we can go and make a good crack on with starting building the Hadron Collider at the very least. Now, what are we going to need to build it? Well, we've got a filler, so I may as well take the filler because it's going to speed up proceedings quite a lot. A landmark or a couple may be very useful as well. Landmarks, that will get the filler used. Obviously, the filler will require some brick, for which we have 129, thankfully. It will also require a bit of power and therefore a wrench. Redstone energy cell, we'll take that one. We only need the one for the minute. The Hadron Collider itself will require a lot of power. We're not going to, unfortunately, get it started today because we haven't got enough magnets, but we will need a wrench to do the redstoning with that. I think the filler needs to be wrenched out as well. That should be everything. We've got a bit of food. We've got the packs on. We've got another shield, but that shield's rubbish. I guess we just picked it off one of those things that we killed earlier. You haven't actually seen the Project DNAB yet, have you guys? Well, we'll go over there in a second, shall we? So, got the electromagnets, got the filler, got the power for the filler, got the things to set the filler up with. It's a start. It's a start, and as you can see, electromagnets are now being crafted automatically. We can set so many things up in this. As you can see, look at all the recipes we've got. That's a really good thing to have built, I think. I'm very pleased. Anyway, let's crack on over there. Shouldn't take us too long to get there with the power armor. Let's go! Project DNAB. Here we come. 400 meters away, but that should only take a couple of seconds in our armor of the power. How are we doing, Mr. People in the People place? In the Elven Gardens district, I should say. Oh, excuse me. I would show you the quarry land as well, but there really is no point. There's nothing to see. It's just a quarry in some trees. And when that quarry's gone to bedrock, the quarry will be placed next to the quarry, and then we'll just destroy that bit of land for our benefit. So, I mean, we've got 500 bits. That should be enough. Oh my goodness, it's not even going to be enough to make the base, if my maths were correct, is it? For the base, we needed, oh, what was it, 720 to make the base? Just even the flattest bit. Anyway, you can see the area, and then we'll have to wait until the auto-crafters crafted more. Oh, I can't apologise enough, guys. I was so looking forward to just seeing the electromagnets going up and up and up and up and up. And then we ran out of iron, of all things. That's really taking the biscuit. Anyway, welcome to Project DNAB. What's that, David? I can't see any space worthy of a Large Hadron Collider. Well, oh, there's a thing in the floor. There we go. Welcome, my friends, to what we might call the Particle Accelerator facility. We haven't brought the Particle Accelerator with us because there's no point having it unless the whole other thing's built. Obviously, we need to think about electromagnetic glass, but to make electromagnetic glass, I'll just show you now, is a very, 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 very simple electromagnet with a bit of normal glass, so we don't need to worry about that. Anyway, let me show you the project area. Now, I will say, I built this at about 3:30 AM last night, and it looks like I built it at 3:30 AM last night. It's not massively aesthetically pleasing. That pattern of glowstone down there was a pattern to my 3:30 AM brain, but I don't think it is a pattern. It was an attempted pattern. But yeah, it doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to hold a antimatter making facility, and that's what we're going to go and get set up today. So if we just drop down here, I have ensured at least that nothing can spawn here, except, apparently, one little slime. Hello, Mr. Slime. They don't attack you when they're that small, do they? Oh, isn't he a baby? Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, that is... Okay, would you like to be head technician, Mr. Slime? I dare say you would. Okay, let's get set up. Head technician Slime, right now, we need to get the landmarks out first. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Large Hadron Collider going as wide as possible. I think I said this in the last episode, or an episode previously, but as long as it's above 30 by 30, then you're fine. But the bigger it is, the quicker it will make antimatter. But we'll just do the area that we've got here for now. Now, when you make it up, you'll make it up as a chute, as hopefully I'll show you in a minute. But you have to put the particle accelerator part of it, which acts as your sort of control thing. It acts as everything to do with it. And that has to go on the outside of one of the corners. So we are going to have to make a little office area outside of one of these, because obviously we can't stand inside the wall to look at it, but we'll worry about that later. Probably down there or something. That'll have to be where the power goes as well. Let's just get what we've got set up, shall we? So we're having 3 wide. I might make one side of the chute, or I might make as much of the base as I can. We'll see. Anyway, so the landmarks are like that. That's where the filler's going to fill up. Let's pop the filler down. Let's put some electromagnets in. Should only take 3. Where are the bricks? There are the bricks. I had a nasty moment. I've forgotten them then. Anyway, so there are the bricks. Make it fill in completely. Obviously, we could do a pyramid or a tube, but there really is no point because it's not what we're trying to do here. Let's get that down and hopefully see some electromagnets come in. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. There they go. Oh, a little bit slow there. No! Oh, no! Has the head technician died? Oh, what happened to him? Did he starve? Oh, the poor thing. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well, hopefully that's good. So we have now gone 2 seconds without an accident at the Large Hadron Collider building facility. Hooray! Anyway, let's, now I think you have to wrench your filler. The filler's done its job there. Oh, I'm nervous here because I know Paxeling. Right, I know you do that. Really don't want to lose that. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I could do here. Right, anyway, so at least that proves my calculations were correct at the very least. Now, how does one pick this filler up? It's not, I swear last time I used a Paxel on this, it got red. We'll just, oh no. Oh, guess I was just being silly last time. We didn't need the wrench very much after all. Right, let's just get the base done, as I said we were going to do. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is speeding up proceedings, having this power armor, isn't it? So we should then be able to put these in there as well. That should do the job there. Very nicely indeed. Where are the bricks? There are the brickety-brick-brack brickins. There we go. And then if we just get that a little bit of power going on. And there it goes. Now, so, as I said, it's basically a chute that we're making. A big round chute. And if, for whatever reason, along the way something were to go wrong with the antimatter, basically let me explain to you how it works. Wherever we put the particle accelerator, let's just say here, we'll put something in the particle accelerator. Could be dirt, could be cobblestone, could be diamond, could be redstone. It doesn't matter what it is, it works exactly the same way. So we'd be smart to use cobblestone because that's what we've got most of. And basically it'll be shot around and it will start accelerating, hence the name Accelerator. And when it gets so fast, it will turn into antimatter that we can then use. Obviously it will require a few before we get some antimatter, because I think the smallest amount of antimatter that you can actually have as an item in this game is 125 milligrams. And on something this size, we can only expect about 7 to 10 milligrams per thing we send round. So we're looking at about a stack for whatever, but we've got so much cobblestone to use, and this can just work on and whir away whenever, so that'll be fine. But basically, if anything were to go wrong along its way, if it were to be interrupted, if I'd made a mistake and just left a whatever somewhere, then it will explode. It won't be a big explosion, but it will be enough just to knock a few electromagnets out, which will be a problem. And I did run into a little problem when I was doing a single-player mode, practicing this out. I'm going to have some pork, where the game thought there was something there that it wasn't, and hopefully we won't have that problem here. But to rectify it, just in case you've had this problem as well, I basically broke it open. I put a block where it thought the block was, and then I broke it, and then it was fine. I don't know why I told you that. We should be fillering. Anyway, let's get rid of the energy there. Beautiful. And then luckily we can pack all this. Fan-dabby-dozy. And I believe, are we gonna, if we can do the base with the 500 that we have, my calculations would have been wrong, and we would have therefore needed a lot less, because we shouldn't really get, oh no, we're not, look at that, we're not going to get through here, unfortunately. But this is 500 electromagnets, and it's the start, which is fantastic. So I think that's about as far as we're going to hope to get. We may be able to just get a couple into the last run, but at least it proves my calculations were reasonably accurate. So here we go. So on top of this, we're going to have another 2 electromagnets there, and the same on this side, and then electromagnetic glass on the top, and then it will be ready for use. But unfortunately, I think that's going to have to be us for now. Have we got any left at all? We should have a few. 15, 18, okay. Well, we may as well get the other 18 now. I won't bother setting up the filler, but we can just place them manually. Or, in actual fact, what I can do is place them here so you can see what I mean if my words didn't quite describe what I meant. So basically it's going to be like that, and then we're going to have electromagnetic glass through the middle, and that's what we need to make it. Anyway, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is all the electromagnets we've got. And as you can see, we haven't really made much of an impression, but this is how it will work, and I think that's going to work very well. Obviously, we will have to build a little outerwood bit here for where we can put the power and the particle accelerator actual block. Otherwise, I think that's a fairly good start, and I think in an episode's time, we'll give the quarry time to mine up lots of diamond. We'll give the auto-crafting time to auto-craft lots of, I said diamond, I meant iron. But yeah, I think that's very good. And look at that. It's as hidden as you like. There is no way anyone could ever possibly find this, unless by any chance they were just running around spamming their right mouse button, for which they have no reason. So the quarry is a further basically 1,000 meters that way. So that's all good. It's all good. So, well, I'm thoroughly pleased with how that went. Let's see how many more electromagnets we've got. So, yeah, as I said, we're going to make, well, 1920, but really 2,000, just to be safe. Oh, there's more quarried stone here. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We can make something else. We can carry on with the palace or something, perhaps. There's the scorpion. I never actually showed you the mistake I did with the scorpion. As I think I said, I was redesigning its hung. Do you want to know what a moron I've been? And it's going to be a bit tricky to sort out. But basically, I wanted to give it an iron or bronze hung. Took out the bottom bit of the hung, and then foolishly activated the ship marker. So, it is a bit sunk. If we were to just go down here, oh my goodness. As you can see, water is higher than it should be, to say the least. Yep, oh my goodness, okay. And it appears to have been boarded by brigands. Zombies, so they are, and spiders. Let's sort them out very nice and easy. So yeah, so that was a bit of a problem. The way I'm going to have to fix this is by putting loads of air balloons and then flying it up a bit, which is a pain, but it's my fault, so whatever. I won't do that on camera. Right, so that was, so the Large Hadron Collider has begun. Project DNAB has begun. Hopefully, before long, we can actually start making antimatter. To give you an example of how much antimatter you need to make an antimatter bomb, let's just show you here. In actual fact, let's go somewhere safe, and then I'll show you. Let's go to the barracks, and then I'll show you, because I know part of the barracks is sort of, well, a bit lit. Well, a bit lit. Should that child be on the farm this late at night? I don't know. Hopefully he's doing some nice farming. Right, anyway, let's go out to the council chamber. We haven't been up there yet today, have we? Let's pop up here if we don't ever so mind. Hello, council chamber. How art thou all doing? I must say, I hate to big myself up, but I like that tower. I think that's a good tower. Anyway, let's crack on over here. We still haven't seen hide nor hair of Rate or Ran the Huntley, so they're obviously still doing their mission. We didn't get any more Peacock Pie recipes yet, so I don't know how that battle's gone either. But best of luck to F&B, I should hope. They're the lesser of two evils out of them and Ed, I dare say. But anyway, so let's show you the antimatter recipe. So the antimatter bomb recipe requires a nuclear bomb, which obviously you know we've got, and then 8 grams of antimatter. Now, to make 1 gram of antimatter, you need 8 sets of 125 milligrams of antimatter. And as I said, we're looking at about 15 to 20 particles accelerated to make one of these. So if we times that by, if we just take 20 and times that by 8, then that's 160 to make one of these. So 160 by 8 is, well, basically, we're going to need to basically accelerate 1,000 particles. But it's the kind of thing that we can just set up. If I'm not sure if we can actually get a chest to feed it. We might have to feed it manually. But kind of thing that we can just set up and leave to do its business. So that's not too bad. Fantastic. Okay, well, I don't know if there's anything else for us to do now. Let's just go and see how many auto-crafts our auto-crafting system has done. I can't believe iron of all things to have run out of. Oh, well, we should have a good bit in there now. Anyway, let's have a look. All the iron we've made, King, is going to go straight to electromagnets. Hopefully we've got about 50 in there now. Oh, no, we've made 12. Hooray, we've made 12. Let me guess, we've run out of something else now. For goodness sake. Wire. Is it copper wire? Have we run out of copper as well? No, we haven't run out of copper. Motors? The motor's doing okay. Still got 36 motors. Oh, it's just being very slow. Let me guess. Iron. 41 bits of iron. It should still be going. Oh my goodness, what did I press there? I don't know. Electromagnets. Right click on it. That's what we wanted to do. Right, electromagnets. Should still be crafting. Let's take them out and just see. Come on, you're making 1,000, aren't you? Unless the max is 64. I don't know. The point is, it works a bit. It works reasonably well. It's just a bit slow. Let's tell it to make another 64 and see if it'll start working. Oh no, there it is. Just a bit slow, as we said. Okay, right, well, I'm going to leave you there for that episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I know it wasn't as a resounding success. I was hoping to get the accelerator going today, but we'll be able to do that next episode, I hope. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and goodbye.